that it didn't even last for a second, but it meant something. You saw it and you felt it. That is what calligraphy is. People say it's the art of beautiful handwriting. Well, literally and objectively, yes, but subjectively, it's a lot more than that. It is the art of imperfection. It is a means of self-expression, and most importantly, it is the power of slowing down so that your mind follows. Now, can you all raise your hands if in the past week you've sent more text messages and had more checklists than anything else? Quite a number. Can you raise your hand if you wrote something down in the past week that would matter if it was found like 10-15 years from now? Oh, quite a number again. So, the point that I'm trying to make here is that speed does not always mean depth, and movement does not always mean progress. So, in this fast world, maybe we just need to slow down a little. Some people find their peace through connecting with nature, some through singing or instruments, and I found mine in calligraphy, through writing. Calligraphy is the exact opposite of what we're told to value today. It forces you to slow your hand, and when you slow your hand, your mind follows. And when that happens, you have a lot of space to think, to feel, and to breathe. And here's the crazy thing. Calligraphy has existed across all cultures and through very ancient times. Indian Devanagari, Japanese Shodo, America's Chevrolet scripts, Western Africa's Adinkra, Middle East's architecture, and European manuscripts. And the picture that we see right there, it's the Sterling Law building, and that has calligraphy engraved into its structure. So it has always existed around us. But for me, it was not really that profound. It started with one summer camp when I was 6, and I spilled a lot of ink, I made a lot of mistakes, but those mistakes grew into something bigger. Today, I've known over 200 fonts, and I've taught it to over 15,000 people across age groups of 6 to 60. I know that's a very vast range, worldwide. From my state of Rajasthan to corporations to rural areas and even soldiers. It even earned me India's highest civilian honor for under 18s, the National Child Award. This is just a collage. For me, every picture here tells a story. There are pictures of me teaching in the border security force, in corporations, and just some of my points. So, I believe that your name is a story. Can I have a few names from your name?
Daniela!
Stop doing that.
Daniela is my roommate, so I can fly towards the end. Can I have another name? Can I have yours? Yeah. C-H-E-N. I prefer the names which are a little smaller so that I can write more names.
Can you yell your name again? Can you yell your name again?
I wish you all could see this, but
Just do it. Just do it.
that won't really be possible right now.
Do Daniela!
I'm sorry it was really fast, but I like this.
Has she done your name?
Guys, 1 second. So, is really fast, but yeah.
It's not a bad.
I have time for one last name for someone. Can you spell it for me?
Gabriel.
Oh, I thought
So
she was
sorry.
talking.
No. It's like showing the audience. Okay. No.
As much as I would like to write all of your names, I think I don't really have the time for it. So I'll just do this.
Ask her to do it after.
So shaky. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best. You got this. I wish I could like intermission.
Not sure it's very visible, but unfortunately, I'll have to move on. I would love to write all of your names, but that's not possible. So, what is the best way to start? Well, there is none. And the thing about calligraphy is it can be done with anything on anything. I could use chalk, obviously pen and pencils, brushes, feather. Ancient scribes used feathers, and even water on table, or might as well just a credit card if you give me ink with it. Here I'm doing it on a cloth, and anything that you can write on, you can do calligraphy on it. The best example was the Sterling Law Building. It had it engraved into it. Do disappearing strokes matter? You see how when you're just in a restaurant, you wave at the waiter and you sign, I don't know what in the air, he'll get you the bill. Well, I don't know why that still exists, but you understood it and the waiter understood it. So it doesn't really matter if your stroke is perfect or not, but it has to be yours. And the best thing I like about calligraphy is that difference is not a flaw. All the fonts that you know were probably just a mistake. If your font is very different from the standard font, you could just name it yourself, the Gauri font. So it's pretty easy to do it that way. And this is my favorite question. Is calligraphy equals good handwriting? I mean, that's obvious, but the answer is no. I have a very terrible handwriting, at least when I'm doing live notes, because calligraphy asks you to slow down. And live notes, if I do it live, and the lecture will probably be like 2 hours ahead. And this is where you can use calligraphy. That's it. So if one thing I want you all to take back from this lesson is that your strokes don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have a perfect start. You just need to begin. Thank you.